Hello and welcome to the Soft UK podcast. I'm Kate Hart, the Communications Officer for the charity Soft, which is an organisation for families affected by trisomy 13 and 18. Today's podcast is a discussion with two of our Soft staff members, Sean and Sonia, about the Royal Parks Half Marathon happening in October. Welcome to you both.
Hello.
Thank you, Kate.
So perhaps you could both start by briefly introducing yourselves so that our listeners can find out a bit more about you, please. Sean, would you like to go first?
Yeah, thank you very much. So I'm Sean, Operations Manager for Soft UK. I came on board 2 years ago now, daddy to Amelia, who has mosaic trisomy 18, and she's my inspiration for being here, but also for doing this ridiculous run.
Thank you, Sonia.
Hi, I'm Sonia. I'm a communications officer as well for Soft UK. I've been with them since 2019 and I've been a support volunteer since 2016. I had a little boy in 2015 who had full trisomy 13. His name was Ian and he was with me for just over 6 months. So he's my inspiration for doing this run. And actually, I was meant to do this run 4 years ago, and then I fell pregnant with my rainbow baby, so I had to drop out. So it's always
Wow.
been a goal or on my bucket list to assign myself up to do it again. So this is why I'm doing it.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you. So yeah, SAT's always looking for creative new ways to fundraise for the charity. And this year we thought we'd do a team event and run the Royal Parks Half Marathon together. So it's taking place on Sunday, the 8th of October. And according to the Royal Parks website, it takes place in the capital's world famous landmarks. It's happening on closed roads and it's going through 4 of the 8 royal parks. Hyde Park, Green Park, St James's Park, and Kensington Gardens. So it's a beautiful scenic run for both first-time runners and for runners wanting to hit their PB or the personal best. So it's a very exciting undertaking. And I think you've both touched on what motivated you to get involved. So I suppose the next question is, are either of you novices? Are you regular runners? How are you feeling about entering this 13 miler?
Terrified.
Definitely a novice, but it's a good one to sort of, we've got enough time to get our stamina up and practice. And, if we have a good mindset from now on till October, we'll definitely be much more confident in what we need to do. And I've heard that for a half marathon, you don't actually need to be able to run the whole half marathon. If you're capable of running 10K, you'll be okay to do the full half marathon. So
That's right.
my aim is to sort of get myself up to that speed. I play netball regularly anyway, so that's sort of my own sporting ability. So I'm hoping this will get me more fit for that purpose as well.
Okay,
Yeah.
sounds like you're starting from a good base, Sonia.
And I just hope that I survive. That's my goal at the moment. So I used to be fit, but then I had children and lockdown happened, and I also work from home, so I don't get
Yeah.
as much exercise as I'd like. I walk the kids to school. That's about 1.5 miles, so I get a bit of walking in. I have started, so as of January, I start getting on the exercise bike a lot. I'm up to an hour and a half on that at the moment, just being able to do that constantly. So I'm getting better. And like Sonia said, time is on our side, thankfully, because if I had to do it tomorrow, there's no chance. So I'm going to get there. I'm absolutely determined that I will do it, but it's going to be an adventure.
I think also because I know you're doing it, Sean, I have to do it. So if I was doing it on my own, it'd be so easy to put the towel in. But I know because I'm doing it with my team and for a good cause, it's going to keep me motivated to continue to do it.
Yeah, definitely. And I think we'll have some fun behind the scenes stuff as well as we go forward with it, because it's going to be a big challenge, I think, for both of us, especially me. At the moment, my aim is I've got to get some of the weight off before I actually start running again, because if I run like this, I'm going to lose my legs. So I've got to burn some of the weight off first, and then I can try running.
Yeah, I'm definitely not going for a personal best. I'm just going to complete it.
Yeah.
And that will be my personal best.
Amazing, amazing. And Sean, you had an idea about keeping the community updated with the training progress. Can you tell us a bit about that, please?
Yeah, so we've created the fundraiser page at the moment. So that's on Just Giving, and it'll be linked in the blurb below as well. But we've also got our own individual fundraising pages that are linked into that. And the idea is we wanted to do something that was a challenge for us, and it really will be, but also something that was fun, because there's going to be so much in terms of actually having to prepare for this and do the training for it. So the idea is we'll do some little vlogs from time to time. We'll get some blogs up on the website as well, just to update you guys on our progress and how it's going, because I'm pretty sure there's going to be some disasters, for me at least. It's going to be some disasters along the way. It'll be a lot of fun to see. And we figured as well, you guys can get involved. So anybody else who's just wanting to, I don't know, maybe get a bit fitter, maybe you're like me in lockdown and work from home. Obviously, all this stuff's becoming more prevalent. I'm making up words now, but run along with us and update us on your progress. If you want to do maybe a virtual run, then you could set up a little fundraiser as part of that fundraising page and try to get up to that half marathon standard, and just let us know what you guys are doing as well, because it's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting.
Amazing. And Sonia, so it's a team effort. Who else is going to be taking part on this team?
So we've got a lady called Sue Wilson, who's an avid runner, and she's regularly fundraising for Soft UK. So she's not going to be a novice in any way to this at all, but she will also be a great inspiration to run alongside, in front of us, not with us. And one of our trustees, Gareth Glendinning, he's also agreed to join us. And Kathy Dawson, who's a sister of one of the trustees, I think she has a good background in running herself, and also kindly agreed to help train us up until the event.
Amazing. Sonia, what's your target? What are you hoping to raise for Soft? Have you thought about that yet?
I haven't. I think I'll go conservative and say maybe like
Yeah.
£500 to start with, but I'm
Yeah.
sure once I get the momentum going, I'll be able to persuade my friends and family in a big support network to sort of dig
Yeah.
deeper.
It's nice if you set a lower target and you beat that target. It's more motivating, isn't it, than setting a target that's way too difficult to achieve. And Sean, do you have any time in mind that you're hoping to finish in? I mean, what is the cutoff for this run? Do we know?
Oh, I don't know. I'm hoping a couple of days should just about do it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I'll hopefully get a better idea as I start running. Whereas at the moment, it really is just a case of trying to get to some kind of fitness that will enable me to. I don't know what's the time. Is it normally like 2 hours? I think for like a half.
No,
I'd say
right,
average.
it'll be
I
more
think
than that.
average is 2 hours.
Okay.
That's a good.
Yeah,
That's a good
the
average.
cutoff will
So
be generous. I'm sure you'll have more time than that, though.
Yeah.
It's
The average of 2 hours.
yeah.
So if I can get close to that, I guess that would be nice. So maybe 2.5 hours.
Okay. We'll make a mental note of that and chat again in October. And talking of fun, this is meant to be a fun activity as well. I've heard something about a meetup in summer, and what's the thinking behind that?
Yes, really just to meet up together, discuss how our training plans are going, to do a little bit of documenting it as well. I believe they want us to run as well then, just to see how we do.
Yes,
So we'll make sure we take the cameras, and we'll
definitely.
try to record some of that and bring you guys
That'll
all
be
up to
good.
speed on how we're progressing and how things are looking, which could be interesting.
Amazing. And what about if people want to come down and support on the day? Will there be anything going on for people?
yeah, I think it's when I was meant to do it 4 years ago, my husband sort of stepped in and took my place. So he ran on my behalf, and I watched and cheered and everything. And they have so much there for children to come along. So families want to come support us, and anyone really. And you get a special app where you can see where where supporters can stand, so you can be ahead of the runners, which is a really good way of keeping track. And you can also keep track of the runners as well, so you know where they're going to be next, so you can sort of keep motivating them ahead of time. Hopefully the weather stays good, because that day it was just rain, so it was harder for those runners, but I'm hoping it will be different this year. But there's plenty of things to do. It's a nice family day out for sure.
Yeah, sounds like there'll be a good vibe there.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, it all sounds very exciting, lots of fun, lots of hard work as well. But thank you to you both, and thanks to everyone for listening. We hope maybe this has inspired some of you to fundraise for our charity. So please do get in touch if you'd like to be involved in any way, or if you have any ideas or any other questions about fundraising. So whether you're an expectant parent, a bereaved parent, a family member, or a professional, if you need support or information, we are here for you. So please reach out to Soft, and our contact details can be found in the podcast blurb. Thanks again, guys.